Welcome to the first long-form video on my channel. I am Average Canada Ball. Spoiler alert, I'm not actually from Canada. I'm from the United States. But today I'm going to be ranking all of the United States license plates from love it, like it, decent, mid, and terrible. So let's just get to it. Before you do this, please like the video if you enjoyed today. Liking my videos helps me reach a broader audience, and reaching a broader audience is more important to me than anything else, because I just want people to be able to see my videos and know that I exist. I think that's about it. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, starting with Alaska. This one is nothing short of mid. It's just mid. Like, it's boring, but it's not bad. It's not terrible, but it's boring. Hawaii, on the other hand, I like it. It's not my favorite, but I like it. I like the rainbow, and I like the background cream color as well. Illinois, I think, is an interesting one, because Illinois is like, it's just a weird state in general. No offense to any people from Illinois, but it's just a weird state in general, and this license plate, it's decent. It's not amazing, but I think decent is a good place for it. Indiana, once again, it's the same situation as Illinois. There's just not much depth to the license plate. In Indiana, I'm not even sure if it exists, actually. Kentucky is terrible. I hate this background. This has literally nothing going on. Just nothing. I'm going to say that Louisiana, I like it. I love to see the pelican on the license plate, and I like to see that yellow background. I think it's good. But the only thing I don't like is how the yellow isn't there throughout. That's the only thing I don't like. I like Maine. I love how they included the pine cone and the bird, but it's not good throughout the whole license plate. There's a bunch of empty space at the top that they could have used. So it's decent. Massachusetts is boring. It is going in terrible. It's just a plain white license plate with nothing to spice it up. I just don't get how people design that. I like Maryland's flag. I like the flag. The license plate includes the flag, so I'm gonna put it in like it. For Maryland's flag, honestly, I can make an entire different video on that, but you either love it or you hate it. But I'm gonna love it, so it's going in like it, because there's a bunch of white space up there they could have used. Minnesota, I don't even know if it exists anymore, but it's decent, I guess. I like the blue, and that's about it. Alabama has a nice background color, but nothing much else, so I like it. Mississippi is, it's an interesting one, but it's pretty boring, so I'm gonna put it in mid. Montana is going in terrible, because it has literally nothing to make it stand out. I don't care that there's a giant Montana outline there. It's not good. It's not a good Montana outline. I don't like it. Nebraska has an interesting situation. Normally, I would put this in boring. However, I failed to notice how actually complicated the background design is. And that bumps it up to decent for me. Nevada, I love it. Why doesn't everybody be more like Nevada? It's good throughout. It's got a bunch of stuff to spice it up. And the shade of blue is just perfect. Be more like Nevada. Design your license plates better, please. New Hampshire is up next. Live free or die is an interesting slogan, but it's not what I'm looking for in a, it's not what I'm looking for in state license plate, so it's a decent. New Jersey is pretty terrible. It is going in terrible just because it's got literally nothing to compete with anything else. New Mexico's blue is the only thing keeping it indecent. It's a boring license plate, and if it didn't have such a good shade of blue, that would be in terrible right now. For the historical inaccuracies claiming that North Carolina was the first in flight, I'm gonna have to put this one in mid. Also, the license plate is just not there for me. It's just not. North Dakota can be nothing short of Lubbock. I love this license plate so much. I love how they included the bison in the bottom corner, and all the colors come together so well to form this license plate. I don't see how anybody could hate it. Ohio was originally gonna go in mid until I noticed that they actually have the Ohio outline, cutting out the O in the first O in Ohio. I've said O in Ohio too many times, but no further explanation needed. Decent. Arkansas has a diamond there because it has the only natural diamond reserves in the United States. And I like the diamond. I just don't like how they're letting so much good space go to waste, so it's decent. Oklahoma has a nice blue, but the bird, I don't even know what kind of bird that is. Somebody tell me in the comments, but I don't know. It's decent, I would say. Oregon, I love how it's just giving me the Oregon vibes. The Oregon vibes are just there. You know that was Oregon if you covered up the word Oregon, you would still probably guess that's Oregon. Just because it's so good. I love the vibes it's giving. I like it. Pennsylvania is pretty boring. It's not got much to spice it up, and they waste a whole bunch of space. So Pennsylvania's going in mid. Rhode Island, I like the shade of blue, but there's just not a lot going on in this license plate, so it's decent. South Carolina, I love it. I don't know if it's the blue or the palm tree, but something just works for me with it. I don't know what it is, but something just works. South Dakota is an interesting one. It is all the South Dakota vibes. I just don't know how you can get any better. It's just all South Dakota is. But South Dakota's not much, so it gets the like it from me. Texas, boring license plate in the entire United States. So yeah, it's terrible. Utah is decent. I like the archers, but I like the arch, but that's just pretty Utah. You can't just do that, and then it's cool. You have to have something else there. Vermont is alright. It's not got much, but it's mid because I like the shade of green. And the green is a little bit different from what everybody else has. Virginia is bad. It's literally got nothing except Virginia in the most basic font you could ever imagine. Arizona, on the other hand, has a great license plate that I'm going to be putting in like it because I love how the colors all blend together and how it's just capturing that Arizona personality. Washington is interesting. It's definitely decent for me. I can't give it any more than decent because it's not amazing. West Virginia is an interesting state. It's going in mid for me because the license plate is really bad. It doesn't do a lot with the spaces, but it least really gives some differentiation in color. Wisconsin has a terrible license plate. I love the state, but I just can't give it any better. It's not good. Wyoming has a good license plate. I like it. I love the inclusion of the cowboy in between the letters. I just can't put it any higher than like it. Not you, Minnesota. Nobody likes you. Okay, that was Sorry about that. Taylor's.com is frustrating to say the least. Alright, Colorado gives off all the Colorado vibes, but those Colorado vibes don't even exist, so it's decent, I guess. It's got decent colors, but that's about all I have to say about that. Connecticut is the definition of mid. Nothing else needs to be said. Delaware, on the other hand, who even came up with this? This is literally just old text on a blue background. Who came up with this? Who? I want to know their name and address so I can talk to them about this myself. That is just a terrible list. That guy needs to be fired. Okay, Florida, on the other hand, is decent. I like the oranges popping out, but nothing else actually works for me on this license plate. And so just 2 to go. Georgia gets to go and like it. I love how the colors are coming together in this one. It just doesn't have that, like, that love it tier bump to it. I just don't know what it is, but it's not there for me. Tennessee is decent. I like the green, but everything else is just not. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end if you made it here. If you were to just interact with the video whatsoever, I would be much appreciated. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I want to reach a broader audience so that I can either educate more people or make more people laugh. That's it. That's all I look to do in life. Thank you for watching Average Canada Ball, and I am out for today. Be safe and behave yourselves.